Kind people are often told they will succeed because of who they are. They are helpful. They are respectful. They are easy to work with. But somehow, they are the ones staying late. They are the ones doing extra work. And they are often the ones who get overlooked. If you've ever felt like you work harder, care more, and still get less recognition at your job, this video will explain why. Because the truth is uncomfortable. Being kind at work does not automatically make you valued. Sometimes that makes you useful. And psychology explains exactly how this happens. Let's be clear about one thing first. Kindness itself is not weakness. Kind people are often emotionally intelligent. They listen well. They notice problems early. They smooth conflicts before they explode. These are valuable traits. But workplaces do not reward personality traits. They reward perceived value. And here's where the problem begins. In psychology, there is something called role framing. People unconsciously assign roles to others based on behavior. And kind people often get framed into one role very early. The reliable one. The helper. The safe person. Once that frame is set, everything you do gets interpreted through it. Not as leadership, not as authority, but as availability. Invisible labor is work that helps the system, but doesn't raise your status. At work, this looks like fixing other people's mistakes quietly, helping coworkers meet deadlines, taking on tasks just to be helpful, avoiding conflict to keep peace. The problem? This work rarely gets credited. Why? Because humans don't reward what feels expected. They reward what feels exceptional. When you are consistently kind, your effort becomes the baseline. Psychologically, people stop noticing it. You don't get praised for being reliable. You get more work. Kind people often say yes automatically. Yes to extra tasks. Yes to last-minute requests. Yes to helping, even when overloaded. Not because they're weak, but because they fear being seen as difficult. This activates something called social approval bias. The brain prefers acceptance over self-protection. Here's the paradox. The more you say yes, the less people respect your time, because boundaries signal value. When someone protects their time, others assume their time is important. When someone gives it away freely, others assume it's available. Kindness without boundaries teaches people how to treat you. This part is uncomfortable, but important. Managers are human. They respond to incentives. When someone doesn't complain, doesn't push back, doesn't demand recognition, they become easy to manage. Easy does not mean respected. It means convenient. Psychologically, managers may not even realize they're doing this. They're optimizing for less resistance, not fairness. So kind people often become the emotional buffer, the problem solver, the workload sponge, and none of these roles come with power. Workplaces are not pure merit systems. They are social hierarchies, and hierarchies respond to confidence, boundaries, visibility, not morality. This is why two people can do the same work, but only one gets promoted. The one who speaks about their impact, the one who protects their time, the one who doesn't rush to rescue others. Kind people often assume, if I do good work, it will speak for itself. Psychology says, work does not speak. People do. Many kind people know this already, but they feel stuck because changing feels wrong. Setting boundaries feels selfish. Saying no feels rude. Asserting value feels arrogant. This is called identity conflict. Your brain is trying to protect who you believe you are. But here's the truth. Boundaries don't erase kindness. They protect it. Without boundaries, kindness becomes resentment. This isn't about becoming cold. It's about becoming clear. Respect grows when you pause before saying yes. You ask for priorities. You make your work visible. You stop rescuing people from their responsibilities. Small changes shift perception. People don't suddenly dislike you. They adjust. Because humans respect clarity more than sacrifice. Kind people don't need to become harder. They need to become more intentional. At work, kindness should be a choice, not an obligation. When you combine kindness with boundaries, you stop being used and start being respected. If this video felt personal, it's because many workplaces quietly run on kind people's silence. And now you understand why. If this made you rethink your work habits, you're not alone. Subscribe if you want more psychology explained in a way that actually helps real life.